All right, guys. So I'm here. I'm here again with an update in regards to Resident Evil Revelations 2. If you looked back, maybe like a day or two, I did a little news thing where I was talking about how Resident Evil Revelations 2 doesn't have co-op, local co-op on the PC version, but all the other versions have it. All the console versions, and their excuse, which was the stupidest excuse I've ever seen, especially when the game is not even ported that well, because it doesn't run that good. To be honest, it has a few issues here and there, and if you actually look on the Steam community in the discussion section, there's a lot of people complaining about the poor performance of the game. There was a patch recently. I haven't tried to play the game since the patch, but there was a patch recently, like maybe a day ago or before that. So that may have fixed any of the issues. I don't know. But anyway, Capcom has reached out and basically put up a little announcement on the Steam page, and it pretty much says, "Dear RE fans, we apologize to our Resident Evil Revelations 2 PC players who purchased the game and expected to have local co-op as a feature. I don't know why they expected us not to expect that when it was stated in the section in the features. The feature wasn't intended for this version, and that caveat was mistakenly omitted from the product description on the Steam page earlier and then included as soon as we were made aware. This was an unintentional error, and again, we apologize for the confusion this may have caused." I don't understand why they didn't want this as a feature, especially when the game is pretty much being ported from the console version. It's not like they made this version from the ground up. It's a port of the console version. So why is it that the console versions can have this local co-op, but the PC version can't? Especially when in my last video I showed an example of Resident Evil 6 doing it just fine, and that was pretty much ported from the consoles, except it ran at 60 frames, and they added in a few things here and there related to like Left 4 Dead and whatnot. So, but it was still a port, and it still kept the functionality of the console version, which was the local co-op, the split screen co-op, and it also had online co-op. But for some reason, Revelations 2 can't do that on the PC because of reasons. Anyway, whoever posted this, it says WBA Khan. I don't know who that is. It's supposedly someone from Capcom or within the Capcom community. It says, "We are currently looking into the matter and potential solutions, and we hope to have new information to share very soon. So please stay tuned. Thank you for your patience and understanding." So, and then it goes on to state it in Japanese for people who are Japanese who own the game. So pretty much, they're looking for a solution now to make everyone who was upset on the PC version who expected local co-op to just, I don't know, accept the fact that there was no local co-op. And the only thing I can think of that'll fix this issue is don't give us fucking free DLC. That's not gonna work. I don't care how many other companies do that whenever they fuck up. I'm looking at you, Ubisoft. Don't give us free DLC. Don't give us anything of that nature. What we want is local co-op. Give us local co-op, and then you have solved all the issues you have caused yourself. Don't beat around the bush and just throw out little pieces of things that we don't want. You're just avoiding the issue in that case. People, if you do that, people are still going to be upset that the game doesn't have local co-op. You don't remove a mode and then like make it better by saying, "Here, you can have this instead." It's like taking someone's car away and just going, "Hey, here's a bike. You know, I'm sorry I took your car, but here's a bike. This can help you get around." It's not a good business practice. It's also false advertisement, because again, they did not add, because I didn't say it specifically with my voice, but I put it up on the screen. They did not add these features until like a day before the game came out. So people who pre-ordered the game beforehand didn't notice that. They put it in at the last minute, right before the game came out. So everyone who was expecting local co-op, and they got up the next day to play the game, were disappointed that the game didn't have the game mode that they wanted to play. So it's a really terrible thing for them to do. They really need to own up to what they did, say they did wrong, they shouldn't have done that, and just put it in, because there's no reason for it not to be able to be put in. That's just the end of it. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so here's the funny thing though. Seeing how Capcom can't do local co-op, someone in the PC community decided, they took it upon themselves to go, you know what? This game, it has co-op everywhere else. This game needs local co-op. So I'm going to go out and do local co-op. So there's a Resident Evil modder who goes by the name Fluffy Quack, who has been working on a local co-op mod for the PC version, and I'll put a link in the description of the video as well as the mod if you want to try it yourself. I haven't tried it, but it is a thing. He's playing the PC version, 2 players. It looks pretty good. It looks like I don't see any issues. I don't know what lies Capcom was coming out with, but if a dude in the modding community can just take time to do some code and put local co-op in there, it's like, why can't you do it, Capcom? It just goes to show that they want to put minimum effort when it comes to like the PC games. I know Resident Evil 6 is a really good port. They did a good job with that. Prior to that, they had Resident Evil 4, which was terrible, the original one, when it came out. And eventually it came on Steam again. I don't know if that one has... I assume that one's been improved. I haven't heard any complaints about that one, but the original release of the PC version of Resident Evil 4 was terrible. Everybody who has played the original version will tell you it was terrible. And in terms of Resident Evil Remake, I've been told there was some issues with it. And some of those issues have been carried over to Revelations 2, so it doesn't seem like they even learned from their mistakes with Remake up until Revelations 2. So there's issues that were in that one that are now still in this one. So Capcom doesn't seem to be putting in their A game when it comes to the PC games that they make now for some reason. I don't know. But either way, this guy, he's amazing. He's made local co-op actually work on the PC, and at the end of the day, I feel Capcom, they're gonna be smart about it. If they don't want to lose a lot of money of people like returning the game because of this, they're gonna be smart about it, and maybe like throw in an update for local co-op so people can actually enjoy the game the way they want to enjoy the game, or they're just gonna go and get a mod for it. And that just pretty much shows that Capcom is incompetent if people decide to go with the modding route. That's about it. That's my 2 cents. I have not played the game yet. I tried to play it with Zen 2 days ago. Like, he came over, we were going to sit down and play it, and we couldn't get it to work. Like, it kept bugging out and crashing, and we just said, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to play it. And we played King of Fighters for the rest of the day. So we didn't get to sit and play it, which was disappointing. Even in because what we were gonna do was just play single player and just pass the controller back and forth and play a little bit, but we couldn't even do that because the game wasn't running correctly. So, the best way for them to make it up is just add the local co-op. If they do that, I'll definitely try to hop back into the game. I'll tell Zen to come over and we'll play local co-op. But I was gonna do a let's play of this. I don't think I am anymore. I just don't have any reason to now because of the fact that Capcom removed the feature that I got the game for. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening in terms of the update. If you didn't see it yourself, at least if you're on the PC side. If you're on the console side, you're fine. The game functions just fine. At least I think so. I don't know how the game runs on the consoles, but I assume it runs fine. And you got your local co-op. So if you do want to play it with a friend on the couch, you can do that. Anyway, this has been Masamaki21. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day, afternoon, evening, night. I will see you later.